Details. Let's see really what is the outcome of the meeting that happens at 10 a.m. today as well. But you had Mamata Banerjee, of course, taking on the Gandhis, particularly Rahul Gandhi. She said that he's not a full-time politician. He doesn't live in India. He lives abroad and only keeps tweeting about what's happening in the country. And soon after that now, and what adds to the troubles of the Congress and the Gandhis is that Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has also gone public with his criticism against Rahul Gandhi, saying that Rahul is practicing soft Hindutva and that won't help the grand old party, the Congress. Here's a report on exactly what Pinarayi Vijayan said.
This is the symbol of the crushing of the voice of the people of India. We are not allowed to discuss important issues in Parliament. We are not allowed to debate things in Parliament.
Rahul Gandhi raising the pitch and firing his latest salvo at the Prime Minister. But the Congress president in waiting is under a chain reaction of escalating attacks. Not from the BJP, but the opposition itself. With fast-paced rumblings of an anti-Modi front, the man consistently at the receiving end is Rahul Gandhi. It started last week with Mamata's direct offensive on Rahul Gandhi, saying that a Neta who spends so much time abroad cannot be effective on home turf. A jibe apparently invoking Rahul's recent 3-week vacation in the United Kingdom. Then came a blow from Mamata's political strategist, a man who had almost joined the Congress party just months ago.
Will and stamina and determination to stay put till it happens. You cannot just imagine that I'm doing a tweet followed by then a press conference, followed by a few candle marches here and there, and government should be on its knees. It's not going to happen.
If this wasn't bad enough, Rahul Gandhi has now come under attack from Kerala Chief Minister and CPM strongman Pinarayi Vijayan, a regional chieftain from a party that the Congress confusingly battled in Kerala, yet teamed up with in Bengal.
രാഹുൽ ഗാന്ധിയുടെ പ്രസ്താവന വന്നു. അദ്ദേഹം കോൺഗ്രസിന്റെ വലിയൊരു പരിപാടി എന്ന രീതിയിൽ സംഘടിപ്പിച്ച ജയ്പൂർ റാലിയിലാണ് ഒരു ഹിന്ദു ഗവൺമെന്റ് എന്ന ആശയം മുന്നോട്ട് വച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഹിന്ദുത്വത്തെ എതിർക്കാനാണ് എന്നാണ്. ഇത് നേരത്തെ മുതൽ കോൺഗ്രസ് സ്വീകരിച്ചു വരുന്ന മൃദു ഹിന്ദുത്വ സമീപനത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമാണ്. മതനിരപേക്ഷത സംരക്ഷിക്കപ്പെടണമെങ്കിൽ വർഗീയതയോട് വിട്ടുവീഴ്ചയില്ലാതെ നിലപാട് സ്വീകരിക്കണം.
In another swipe at Rahul, Pinarayi's dream of a Congress-Mukt regional front was symbolically endorsed today by Telangana Chief Minister and TRS Chief KCR. By meeting and breaking bread with DMK Chief MK Stalin, the two southern sons appeared to be signalling regional power. The meeting is especially hurtful to Rahul Gandhi, given that KCR had belligerently attacked Rahul Gandhi, calling him a buffoon in the run-up to 2019 for Rahul's decision to tie up with KCR's nemesis Chandrababu Naidu. And finally, the BJP's principal challenger in the upcoming UP election, Akhilesh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, has shuddered at the thought of burning his fingers again by allying with Rahul's Congress, following the UP के लड़के disaster.
समाजवादी पार्टी ने कहा है कि जो अनुभव पार्टी को रहा है पिछले गठबंधनों से, अब उस तरह का कोई गठबंधन राष्ट्रीय पार्टी से नहीं करने जा रही है.
तो अच्छा अनुभव नहीं रहा.
वो समाजवादी पार्टी ने जो गठबंधन किया उसका परिणाम और अनुभव ठीक नहीं रहा.
The Congress is indispensable from any credible anti-BJP plan for 2024. The movements are plainly visible. Pockets of vocal support still remain.
हम सब 12 दिनों से महात्मा गांधी जी के चरणों में बैठे थे और आज दूसरे गांधी के साथ चलकर हम यहाँ तक आए हैं. अभी हम देखेंगे कि उसमें कितना है दम. हम लड़ेंगे और लड़ते रहेंगे.
But the continuing series of damaging attacks from so-called friendly forces will need an emergency response. And the Congress will need to get a fix on why its heir apparent has become the larger opposition's target number one. Bureau Report, India Today.
Come to the house.